Is anybody joining me today? Let's have a look at the comments. I don't want to write a comment. I want to see some of the comments. Is anybody joining me? Your viewers, I can see the viewers. Oh, they've updated this again. Hello, guys. Nicholas started watching. Hello, welcome. Just giving you a few seconds to join me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you hear me nice and clearly? I think you should be able to hear me through the microphone on the headphones. Is that the case? Hi, Gabriella. Hi, Anthony O'Brien. Hi, everybody. Emma Shaw, when you see this, apologies to Emma Shaw if she watches this back, because I did say I'd be going live in the evening, but I've been racking my brains all day about what to do, and I thought it may be a case of chatting to you guys online, but I know there's a bit of a reluctance, and I asked Bev the other day about why would people not want to come on and be with us, because I asked if they'd like to join us for the Pictionary, and didn't really have much of a take up. There's a lot of tentative worry and shyness, and that's all understandable, and Bev said you have to have a lot of confidence to want to be able to speak to a big audience, and it's kind of alien to me because I've got so used to speaking publicly, and then of course I have to remind myself that not everybody is very comfortable with doing that, so trying to encourage people in to do that. So obviously Mark and Hannah are okay with doing that, but I thought maybe give the link out later to have a chat to people, see how they're doing. But I didn't want there to be a small take-up. So in the interim, I thought, right, let's have a 20-minute walk around Churchfields, because of course I go on about Churchfields every single week, principally, mostly, out of the 34 weeks it is now. I've been here for probably about 28 or 29 of them. I thought I'd give you an insight as to what it's all about. And so I'm using my gimbal. It's a good excuse to use my new toy. And Denise Taylor, I'll message Emma. Yeah, sorry, Emma. She asked me on Twitter if I go live in the evening. I thought, the way the day's going right now, I want to get a live done and dusted and then spend this evening doing a few more other bits and pieces. But hello to everybody, and you can hear me nice and loud and clear. So, you have Karen Spackman. You also have not have potato internet, and then a rude word. Right. So. Behind me, there's going to be people wondering what on earth is going on while I'm talking, and so yeah, people wondering what on earth is happening. So what I will do is I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the pathway, and I'll do it now as a matter of fact, and then let's switch it around. There you go. So this isn't the start place. This is, if you can see it, I'm about to say if you can see it, is the new path that they've put down. So this here is what they added onto half a pre-existing path and made 800 metres into 2 kilometres. 800 metres into 2 kilometres, completely bad maths. About 400 metres into a kilometre. Of course, 2 of these laps equals 2k. Immediately gone, oh, junior park run, but can we get a bigger lap in for an adult 5k? And the answer is yes. So you're not going to be able to see it today because it's really cloudy and it's really misty and everything, but if you look straight ahead, you would ordinarily be able to see straight into London. You'd be able to see the Shard, be able to see the city, and you can't see it today, which is a bit of a shame. So, as I start to walk around, I will look at your comments, chat away to me, keep me company for 15 minutes. It's a 1.3k loop. We don't start from where I just started. Actually, most of our runs we do assemble. This is a brand new car park, which is just here. They spent a lot of money on it. Brand new car park. They've done up the pre-existing car park. So lots of space, if you notice, not all being taken up. And so yeah, we would normally assemble at this corner. There's an alleyway just to the left, which I come up through from where I reside. Chessington Way, Chessington train station just over there. And so one day, if you ever come here for a real park run, guys, this is the main car park that you may want to aim for. If we do the park run, we have chatted about it. It wouldn't start from this particular point, but this is where we assemble, or have been assembling previous to this new lockdown. And someone's kicked over the bin. So, yeah, unfortunately, sometimes antisocial behaviour can be a bit of a thing in Chessington. It's not quite Richmond upon Thames. I don't know if I can lift that up. Can I lift it? Is this going to be too heavy for me to lift? Oh, it's all skanky and everything. Yes, I can lift it. Oh, goodness me. Why? Why would you want to do that? Okay, anyway, right, so we normally run along, but the bin's up now, guys. There you go. A good deed for the day. There will be people who are in theory pushing the boundaries of the lockdown rules right now. I recognise that, nothing much I can do about it. We'll be going past the playground, we'll be going past a 5-a-side football pitch and basketball court. So run up here, wash your hands, Sister Denise, tell her, don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Yes, I know everybody's being very worried about me and cautious. It looks like it's a nice course. So here's the shot from the side. There you go. Actually, do you know what? Even though it is cloudy, a bit of sunset is coming in. Nice picturesque shot. There you go. There's 1, 2, I think 3 football pitches that are scrolling in here. So 3 football pitches. So this path then loops off to the right and goes past the basketball court. I will walk quite quickly so it's not massively boring a view to see. But there's a runner coming through now. This is where we've been assembling for the new running club, Chessington Unity Running Club. It may probably be our base. But yeah, as you can see, people are in there doing the footballs. I mean, they're all families primarily. I mean, people sat at the table chatting. I have a funny feeling those guys at the table won't be from the same household. Anyway, so the big lap, the adult lap, suddenly turn left, sorry, there's a little bit of a pathway here. As you can see, I think we've added to the wearing of it. So come down here, and I'll speed it up a touch. So around the back end, there's the houses just there behind the gardens, back onto it, and come through here. Lovely pathway. I'll look through your comments as well, try and keep tabs on both things. Where are we? It's Ace. Brian Park, hello Brian. So yeah, Nicola Wright, Churchfields, she answering to somebody. Is this a new parkrun course? Emma Shaw, yeah Emma, this isn't, well, is it a new parkrun course? It's something that we'd like to have got done. We can get a junior parkrun in here on the pathway. So I've just come off of the path. There's a 1 kilometre loop. So this is the diversion off for the bigger lap for the adults. So this is a slight rise at this point. And as you can see, it's quite nice and green. And to the right is where a couple of wild releases have been made. As you can see, it's quite, I guess, hidden away. So off the beaten path and back into here and up this way. The picture's so steady and clear. Yeah, I'm on the gimbal, guys, this is why. And so we will pass random people wondering why I'm talking into the phone. It does look a bit weird. When I just came out and Bear said, why don't you go and do this? I said, I have to be a bit careful because holding the gimbal thing in my hand looks like it's a sort of handle of a gun. And there'll be news thing. There's a person with a gun in Churchfields. Whew, 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 whew. And of course, anybody walking along talking out loudly into their headphones while holding a device that is a bit out of the ordinary, you will get funny looks. So out we pop. Out we pop here. You can hear squirrels screeching. I do like grey squirrels. I like all squirrels. Grey squirrels, grey squirrels. But there's some up there. And there's an exit out of the park, a footpath. We don't go down here, we go across onto this path. Right. For flat paths, no fog, completely different from my 13k walk, says Elizabeth Shazam. That camera thingy pays off once more. Oh, it's amazing. And if my battery ever gets low, you can actually charge off of it. You can put the phone battery, connect it up via USB and charge off the gimbal as well. It's very clever. So we come up along here. Let's have a look down. So if you look straight ahead through those trees, that's pretty much where I started. That's the path, see where the cars are. So can I zoom in? Don't think I can. Or can I? Hang on, doesn't the gimbal do this? No, it doesn't, sorry, it doesn't, the app. Anyway, so through those trees, so we're a bit up. You can see the rise that I've just done, looking downwards. So the little white, in between the trees, you should be able to see the white fence, and that's what I just walked along. You're going at my speed, says Karen Andrew. Yeah, well, going at my speed as well, Karen. Yeah, as you can hear my breathing a little bit, it's a little bit out of whack. I haven't run for a while. I'm doing 50-minute 5k walks at the moment. That's about all I really want to do. I think I'm only capable of. It's a bit hard having, as I said before on the pod, having done a 60-minute 5k, so now I'm reduced to walking. Anyway, so there's another exit out the park, but we don't do that, we stick to here. So there's Churchfields Recreation Ground, Kingston upon Thames sign, because we are within the London Borough. And then down we go. So this is going to be the interesting part, because this is a bit quieter and emptier. We're going to go into the noisy bit. There's a brand new playground. They spent money on this, going into the playground where there will be lots of kids. You might be able to hear them in the background. Depends on how much my mic picks up. I will get stared at. A random person walking along with a mobile phone going past a kid's playground. But down here, so where people, Surrogate Mum Bev and Tiny Steve will have been going round, Family Ronaldson regularly, Master Baker, Jackie Morris, Lousy Hancock has been with us too. So they've all been scouting it out. Ian Cockram, shout out to Ian Cockram, who came with us and did a walk round with a measuring wheel. How are we all today anyway, on Sunday? It's a funny one, isn't it? It's not particularly cold, it's not windy, which is good for the microphone purposes of this. There's no rain, it's very still, but not very light, it's very overcast. Cheryl Current, much prettier than I'd imagined. I think that goes to Chessington as a whole. The minute you said to someone Chessington and the green space, they have their own vision. Don't get me wrong, there can be litter, it can be mistreated. I mean, there was a bin that was set on fire and melted over there. Oh, as a matter of fact, there's a prime example. Look in the back of the basketball court. But mind you, Little Stoke had that. They had a worse word than that. But that it's yeah. Most of the people want this community to be all okay. Right, and then so we turn left. So we curve off here. We curve off here, and this is the pathway. So if you, the path I was talking about, this is the 1 kilometre loop path. So we then rejoin that. So that's about 300 metres off of the path. So 1 kilometre plus the 300 metre bit I've just done up the grassy hill, 1.3k. 4 of those would make 5.2. So currently we're doing 3 laps of 1.3 and then 1 small inner lap, and it brings us in about 5k. Well, always just over 5k. So this is the zip wire. Before I get to the zip wire, the one that I allegedly broke but didn't break, there's an outdoor gym. So that was roped off originally in the first lockdown. Then we have, this will have to be very careful because it's public to the kids. There's a brand new playground. Everyone's in there. I'll take the camera off that just in case for public purposes. Don't want to get anybody upset. This is the zip wire that I've played on and was broke early days, but not broken anymore. And then to the left there is a car park, which would be another alternative if you were to come here for a park run whenever that returns in 2021. Certainly not coming anytime soon. So yeah, right, let's have a look at the comments again. Looks like a great surface. That playground is heaving. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to particularly focus too much on the camera. I know that some people may be a bit annoyed about the legal issues, and I'm sure people are with families, but I will recognise the fact that there are people there who are probably pushing things a little bit. Mind you, at the same point, it's no different to kids being in school, having kids in a class. It's exactly the same principle. That's an argument and debate I don't want to get into about the whole spreading side of things, whilst they may not be ill. The vector side of stuff, I mean, that's for epidemiologists and virologists and experts to think about. Anyway, Nicola, right, I heard Christmas Day Park Run was on. Honest, from who, Nicola? I feel for you so much outside, and this is an essential for my week. Stuart Brown, what I was thinking that. Nicola, please expand upon that. I heard Christmas Day Park Run was on. Expand upon that. Because if that rumour goes spreading around and it's not quite true, Bev Gow's chatting. Asked a bit of daylight until Saturday morning, says Emma Shaw. I'll wait for the comment to come in, Nicola. Please let us know who told you that. If it's true, it may be great, but at the same point, I do wonder how they're going to get permission. I do wonder how that's going to align with things. Because there were 2,500 people at Bushy Park on Christmas Day last year. So I wonder how that would fit. I was joking, Nicola Ford was saying Tom should promise it. Ah, okay. Let's have a look through the comments. Honest. Oh, it's your not true. Thank you, Nicola. It's your bit without an emoji, and your bit that didn't have the. It was a bit the addendum of honest, which obviously people take it literally and true. But thank you for clarifying that. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd love it to be true. I really would. I just don't think it's workable, I'm afraid, Nicola. Yeah, I would really like those words to be 100% accurate. You need to get Dolly a lead or a pram to take it with you. Definitely not weird. Own it. Well, she will not get off my lap. So there's another lovely view. Greenery. Chessington's quite high up, London-wise, which is not massively far from Leatherhead into Dorking, the start of the Downs, North Downs and North Downs Way. And so there's a bit of a ripple, and then it kind of flattens out and fades off as it goes toward the Thames. So there are some hilly points, quite a few hilly points. Back in Churchfields again, another alleyway through, residences. There isn't restricted parking in Chessington. I mean, there's limited in a few car parks here or there by the train station, and there's they have the North Parade shops. But if you are here as a tourist, parking up, obviously do not park across people's drives, etc., etc. But there isn't complicated parking. There's lots of residential streets that you could in theory park on a Saturday morning and it not really interfere. You certainly wouldn't have to pay for it, and you wouldn't get tickets as long as you park legally. Right, so back on this path, so what I've done here, the alleyway that I just showed you is where they've continued the path on. It's where it stopped. So this is now where they've built into. This is all grass and muddy before. This didn't exist at the beginning of this year. So they finished it off toward the middle of lockdown, toward the end of lockdown, when people were able to build things and go back to construction. We're going to go past the guy in the blue top just over there who's working. They're spending a lot of time on building this little green patch up in terms of making it full of flowers and so forth. There's a few random cones. I'm not sure what the cones are for. But this is where we plan to, I say we, Bev, myself, I'm sure I'll be involved, start the park run. It's away from the football pitches, it's away from the car parks in terms of crossover, finishing and starting. This is the patch which isn't really touched upon. So people going to the playground or going through the alleyways are over there. This bit is very much a thoroughfare for those who are on the path. So it's the smartest place and wisest place to start the park run itself. And of course you can see the grassy patches, so you can then peel off and finish onto the grass away from the path. And of course you could also in theory have people line up in sort of time pockets, as it were, and then go round and down and then spread out by the time they get to the sharp corner where I started. But yeah, if you see from here, I mean look, they're very picturesque. These are photographic shots that I'm taking of the place. Photo worthy. And here's some lovely cone plants. These cone plants were planted at the beginning of the year and they've grown quite rapidly, and they'll seed next spring, and then they'll be able to create some more cone plants around the place. But yeah, you see what they're doing here with the plants, with the sticks, encouraging growth. Lots of blue plants, purple plants, blurple, big daisies. I think they are bluebirds in the early part of the year. Lots of birds singing. What's comments are coming in? You have some cones ready, well prepared. Yeah, well actually, do you know what? If they're still there, if we ever do the park run, in 2021, then obviously we'll nab it. You've got my vote for this. I'm sure Hannah could rig the random select. What's this? Is the response to Emma. You need a bench to stand on for the briefing. There was a bench. I don't know if I showed it to you. I don't think I did, but there is a bench over there, Cheryl. Definitely where somebody could stand upon. There's actually two benches. There's another one. This is the awkwardness not being able to zoom in. There's another bench just over there as well. There's two benches. There's definitely benches you can stand upon, I promise you. And there's the playground from this side, which is obviously a bit better because it's far away so people can't be identified. Where would Park Run Faff or Park Faff take place, says Nicola? Where by the playground, just over there is a bowls club. So the car park, which is just through there past the playground, is a bowls club. Sneak through there if you wanted to cheat, but don't do that. Come around here. And just forward up there, Nicola, is the car park. Sorry, there's the bowls club. Just when I came down the hill and turned left away from the basketball court, I was going on the outside of the bowls club, and they have a little building in there. They could do tees. We have spoken to someone who is a member of our running club, 26.2. Another bench in case you need to stand on and do announcements there, Cheryl, for you. So yeah, they would be willing to do. I think it was the president of the bowls club said, "Yep, I would happily do teas and sandwiches and things." So that's a really good response that we had. That'd be ideal. It'd be very lovely. It would bring money into the bowls club. Yeah, another connection into the community. So 2 weeks ago, when I was running around here with Matty, running round, and just here on the left, in front of me, in all his teeny tiny brown sausage glory, was Henry. Henry and his owner Craig were just here, and then we stopped and had a chat and had photographs because Bev and Nicola Ronaldson had already harassed him over there in the corner when he came into the park. But me and Henry finally buddied up and said hello to each other 2 weeks ago just here. And actually, we'll be finishing the lap very shortly. 1.3 kilometres. There's a squirrel tail, there's a squirrel with his tail in the air doing some diggings, looking for nuts. Should call Nicola the squirrel. She loves to look for nuts. And then Nicola forward, I should say, just in case there's a lot of Nicolas in my life. You might be able to see just in front, just there, that tall building sticking out. That is Tulworth Tower, one of the tallest buildings in the area. I think it's around, built 50s, former government building. I'd be surprised if it hangs around much longer. I think there's plans to bring it down and put other stuff on top of it. But yeah, this is the view, the lovely view. Come along here and straight down this path, right in front of you, in between the houses and all the buildings. You usually see straight into London and can see the Shard and the city. And unfortunately, today it's too cloudy and too misty, so we can't do it, which is a pain. Anyway, but I've kept to my promise to go live. Thank you for joining us, Emma. I know I did tell you the evening. My apologies in that respect. I just thought I'd do something a bit different. Hopefully you've been liking the Pictionaries. Hopefully you've been liking the countdowns, which we'll carry on doing that. It's a great laugh. If you watch on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. We are having some people who take great pleasure and delight in giving us dislikes, and it's not nice, not great. Somebody's very jealous and resentful of what we do, and so they're trying to bring detriment to what we do in various ways and fashions that I'll explain in greater detail at some point. And that's it, that's our loop. We've done it. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and a thumbs up, etc. It makes me feel like I'm doing something halfway decent. And it helps me ignore the haters who for some reason don't like what we do. Anyway, thank you for joining us, people. I'll have a look through your comments. Are the cones early for finished funnel duties? Yeah, they are indeed, Taylorcraft. Yeah, Beverly Gow saying about the bench being near the trees. And I'm looking forward to coming one day. Karen Andrew, would love to have you here, Karen, at some point. Absolutely love to have you here. Right. My Gabby Near, my 6'1" son holds the quiet sign up, but it's often taller than the sign on the ladder. Oops. Thanks, Danny, says Karen Andrew. You're very welcome. Hello, Sarah Whiteman, who's joining us. Stuart Brown would love to see the pathways and see the chat. Well, hopefully that just killed 20 minutes of your time on a Sunday. Gabby Near, we dislike the disliker a lot. Yeah, it's best that I don't go on about that too much, because it's giving them entertainment, giving them any sort of acknowledgement facilitates it, but not to worry. Any harassment has gone to the police, so if they do hear this and watch this, yeah, you've got your card marked. Anyway, right. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Thank you. Love to hearts to you all. Thank you, Ian Jennings. Thank you, Martin Kaplan. Have a lovely Sunday. I will keep doing this, going live throughout Lockvember, making sure you guys still feel connected, and it helps me too, as I always say, helps me too. But all the best, love to you all. I'm going to now go for a walk listen to some podcasts, because that's something I have been neglecting. Anyway, take care Lucy Maris, take care Callum Barrell, take care Gabby Neer. See you soon. Bye.